Welcome. So if you'll please find a seat that's comfortable, alert, and steadfast. So position yourself in whatever way you need to really be able to drop in to this spot on planet Earth that you reside upon. And whenever you feel called, if your eyelids get heavy and you'd like to close your eyes, you're welcome to do that. Always give yourself permission to really listen to your needs, taking in this very sacred breath. Breath is inspiration. And as we breathe in, we are permeated with spirit, with pneuma, with prana. Notice this relationship between your breath and the infinite space around you. At the end of the exhale, breath surrenders to quietude. For a moment, you hang in the balance, suspended in the fertile spaciousness that is the source of breath. At the end of the inhale, filled with the song of the breath, there is a moment when you are simply holding the tender mystery. In these interludes, experience opens into exquisite vastness with no beginning and no end. Embrace this infinity without reservation. You are its vessel. Experience opens into exquisite vastness with no beginning and no end. Embrace this infinity without reservation. You are its vessel. So delicately breathe in the vast ocean of space around you. Become the vast ocean of air. And as you breathe out, tracking your breath all the way to its end, at the bottom, there is apparent stillness, quietude. As you inhale, your whole being is permeated with the song of creation, the song of the divine. And as you exhale, merging with infinity, allow your awareness to become as vast as the sky. Front, back, above, below. Behind the spine is infinity. Below the perineum, pulsating roots open downward into earth. your heart, vast as a spiraling galaxy. Feeling and embodying this vastness of space. Gently kiss the great mystery with the delicate flow of your breath. Slowly take your time and trace the contours of your body with the hand of your awareness. Blessing every part of you with the hand of your awareness. Notice if there is a particular spot that feels at all tense or in need of your attention. Tenderly touch that spot with the hand of your attention. Blessing. Inhale, raise your hands up to meet in front of your heart as your hands come together. Feel the sensations between them. Are your hands cool or warm? Do you notice any tingling in the skin? Attune to both the subtle and obvious sensations that are revealed. And as the hands merge, bow down. Bow down to this gift of life, to the radiant space that is decorated with vibrancy. Bowing down to all that you set your eyes upon, everything that you hear and feel, as it is all a great gift from the divine. Slowly lower your hands and take a deep inhalation. You can keep your eyes closed. Just reach your arms out in a wide V, celebrating the vast space around you. And as you breathe in, allow your arms to lower down. Slowly twist to your right. Your eyes can remain closed, or you can slowly flutter them open. Inhale deeply, rise up through the cylinder of your spine, drinking in the nectar of infinity. As you breathe out, cleansing every cell as you twist, wringing yourself out, creating new space for the vastness of this life to permeate you. Inhale, unwind, reach your arms back up in a wide V, rejoicing in this breath of life, the light, the sounds. And exhale, twist to your left. Your right hand can gently hold the left knee, your left hand behind you, bracing. Inhale, filling the cylinder of your spine. As you root down below, you rise up above. Exhale, wringing yourself out, creating new space, new space to discover something new, something that you didn't know about yourself before. So as we create really a sacred space for ourselves to explore all of the little idiosyncrasies, all of the parts of ourselves, as we explore ourselves more deeply, we develop an intimate relationship with self. Exhale, gently unwind. And inhale once more. Reach your arms up, celebrating this life, this gift of breath, permeating us with spirit, with prana. And exhale, release your arms down. Good. Gently flutter your eyes open if they're not already. Lean forward. Just remove the blanket under your buttocks if you're sitting on something and come forward onto all fours. So today we're going to be playing with Hanumanasana. Hanuman is the great devotee of Rama. And Hanuman is considered to be the embodiment of the yogi. He embodies all of the qualities of the yogi, the quality of selflessness, the quality of perseverance, the best friend, the tender-hearted hero. He embodies the ability to keep going even when we forget that everything that we need, all the resources that we could ever need are within us. So I'd like for you to start on all fours and spread your fingers. Just feel your connection to the earth below as pulsating roots open downward into the earth. And then just begin by massaging the upper back region as you knit the shoulder blades together and spread the shoulder blades apart several times. So you're in a neutral spine and you're just descending the chest through the arms and then lifting the chest up away from the earth. So feeling the shoulder blades plugged together as if you were holding on to a pencil, and then feeling the shoulder blades widen and spread. And just notice what this feels like in your heart. Notice any quirks, any strain, and just creating space for yourself to luxuriate in a quality of ease, in a quality of release. And then find neutral and begin to extend and flex your spine several times. So feeling as you now include the pelvis into this movement, what sensations are revealed, both subtle and obvious? Is there any tension in the spine or the neck that you need to tend to? So as we show up for ourselves, when we take time to just be with ourselves, our body will reveal where we've been neglecting it. Our hearts will reveal what emotions we've been neglecting. And our mind will reveal what thoughts need our attention, our acknowledgement. And so this is a very safe and sacred space to really explore our needs, our desires, meeting ourselves where we are so we can enhance our inner experience, flowing delicately with your breath, breathing in infinity, the vast space around you. Breathing out, merging with infinity, settling into that quiet space within. Inhale to neutral spine, flip your toes under. Exhale, ride the wave of your breath up into downward dog. Press your hands equally into the mat and just take some time to pulse this first downward dog, bending one knee at a time, if that would feel good to you. Perhaps rolling up on your toes and lowering the heels several times. Just juicing up all the joints from the toes to the ankles, to the knees, to the hips, through your spine, into your chest, shoulders, elbows, wrists. And then when you feel complete, you can arrive into apparent stillness in the body. Ground your right hand, take your left hand to your outer right shin. Just a gentle twist here. Replace your left hand back down. Ground your left hand, take your right hand to your outer left shin. Gentle twist. And come back through center. Inhale, walk your feet up to your hands. Separate your feet hip width apart. Grow your spine long. Hands can come to your shins. Look forward. Exhale, bow down. Drop your head. Let loose here. Just giving yourself to gravity. Again, you could bend one knee at a time. Just swaying your hips here side to side. If it would feel good to you to nod your head yes and no, just shaking out any cobwebs in the mind. Any filth that you've accumulated, that you've gathered, just sweeping the stage of the mind. So you feel the freedom to lift the curtain that's concealing whatever has been hidden. And then walk your hands over to the right. Ooh, little twist. Just notice if there's any obvious sensations in the lower back, on the left side. Walk back to center. We'll then over to the left. Feeling now the sensation on the right side. Breathing delicately. How soft can you be with your breath? Like silk swirling through you. Walk back to center. Inhale, elevate your chest. Exhale, bow down once more. Inhale, tighten your legs so your legs are strong as you rise all the way up. Feel yourself residing within your power as you strengthen your legs, reach up. And exhale, slide your palms down, embracing your heart space as well as the infinite space around you. Bring your feet together if that's suitable for your lower back. And as you stand on your own 2 feet, you're really standing with this intention of meeting yourself and standing in your own power. So you can allow your presence to come forward into the world with the gift of your internal power. Sharing yourself fully. Inhale, circle your arms out and up. Reach your arms to the highest point, touch your hands and look up. Exhale, dive down. Strong, active legs as you lift your kneecaps. Inhale, soft breath, open your chest. Exhale, ground your hands, step back to a plank position. Just hold here for 3 breaths. Noticing how the breath changes as you start to move. And allow your awareness to rest on the exhalation. Elongating the exhale a little bit longer than the normal breath. And then notice how the inhalation naturally deepens. Lower your knees to the mat. Slowly bend your elbows and come all the way down. Point your toes. So we're going to explore Cobra as best as possible, straightening your arms as you flow up into Cobra. Try to keep your back body relaxed for these Cobras. So inhale, roll up. Use your triceps to straighten your arms. Good. Exhale, roll down. 5 times like this. Inhale, roll your shoulders back. Try to keep your lower back as relaxed as possible. Exhale, roll back down. 3 more. Inhale, slither up. Exhale, slither on down. Inhale, slither up. Exhale, down. Inhale, enjoy the journey. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press up. Sit back onto your heels, flip your toes under, and then ride your breath as you lift your knees, lengthen back to downward dog. Feel your connection to the earth through your hands and your feet. Steadily rooting the hands equally, steadily rooting the feet equally. And then every in-breath, extend your arms a little bit longer. Press your hands into the floor. To every out-breath, wake up your legs, toning the muscle to the bone. Lift your hips any amount. And then just feel the space in between. And ride the currents of energy that flow through subtle channels. How soft can you breathe here? Inhale, walk your feet up to your hands. Capture length and space. Exhale, dive into the deep end as you fold. Inhale, root to rise. Reach all the way up. Excite your legs, standing in your own power. And exhale, slide your hands home. Again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive down and in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back, plank position. This time either with straight legs or you can lower your knees, descend all the way down to your belly. Inhale, point your toes. Keep your lower back relaxed as you roll up. Now lift your thighs. Exhale, flip over your toes. Smoothly glide back in space. Connecting to this moment, to this very spot on planet Earth that you reside upon. And visualize yourself in space. Visualize the vast, infinite space that surrounds you, above and below, all around. And drink in the vastness. Allow your awareness to widen as vast as the sky. Permeating and infusing every part of yourself, your being, with radiant, vibrant energy. Inhale, walk your feet up to your hands. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, bow down. Surrender. Inhale, root to rise. Empower your legs, standing in your own power. Exhale, slide your hands home. One more. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. Exhale, bow, fold forward, strong legs, let your head go. Inhale, grow long, head up. Exhale, step back, either with straight legs or lower to your knees. This time lower, halfway down. Inhale, pull up and through. Exhale, ride your breath and arrive. Arrive into your sacred space and luxuriate in this sanctuary. Drinking in the elixir of life. Inhale, step your feet up to your hands. Lengthen your spine. Lift your buttock bones. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Empower your legs. Standing on your own 2 feet. Exhale, slide your hands home. Good. Inhale, bend your knees. Circle your arms out and up. Reach to the highest point with your hands. Exhale, fold forward. Keep the bend in your knees as you bow down and then straighten your legs. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, step back. You can either go through plank, chaturanga, or go directly to down dog. Inhale, pull through. Exhale, pull back. Inhale, step your right foot up between your hands and pause here. Ground your right heel steadily into the mat. Steer your right hip to the left and straighten your left knee completely. Now, as you stomp down into your feet, inhale, rise up. Anjaneyasana. Exhale, lower back down. Step back, your choice, chaturanga or down dog. Inhale, pull through. Relax the lower back. Exhale, press back. Inhale, step your left foot forward. Stomp down into your left heel. Steer your left hip to the right and straighten your right knee. Now, as you anchor your feet strongly into the earth, inhale, you grow up. So below the perineum, pulsating roots open downward into the earth. From that connection, you reach and expand upward into space, embracing space. Exhale, ground your hands, step back. So not only do you embrace the space around you, inhale, pull through, but the space around you embraces you. And exhale back. Arrive and breathe. Very delicately, how soft and delicate can your breath be? If at any time you need to just rest in a child's posture, please allow yourself the permission. Give yourself permission to listen wholeheartedly and lovingly to what you need. Accept the invitation when the body calls. Inhale, step your feet forward. Grow your spine long. Exhale, bow down. Inhale, root to rise. Up you go. Reach to the highest point here. And exhale, release your arms down, back to your heart. Inhale, bend your knees, circle your arms out and up. Exhale, fold forward, bow down. Inhale, your head lifts. Exhale, step back. Chaturanga, flowing through space with grace. Inhale and exhale. Inhale once again, step your right foot forward between your hands. Keep your left heel lifted. Stomp your right heel down, steer your right hip to the left. Inhale, rise back up. From here, exhale, lean forward, twist to your right. Wringing yourself out. You could hook the elbow to the outer thigh, or you could place your hand to the inner foot. Whatever position feels most supportive. Finding your own sweet balance where the pairs of opposites harmoniously unite and support you. Effort and release, activity and rest, grounding and rising. Inhale, rise back up through Anjaneya. Exhale, ground your hands, step back gracefully. Your choice, down dog or chaturanga. Inhale, pull through. Exhale, ride your breath back. Inhale, step your left foot up. Pause, ground your left foot. Steer your left hip to the right. Press into the ball of your right foot as you rise. Anjaneya asana. Deepen your roots. Beautiful. Exhale. Twist to your left. Hand can come to the floor as you twist, or you could hook your elbow to your outer thigh. As you enter into a space of balance, finding that sweet balance between effort and release, between activity and rest, between rooting and rising. Inhale, rise on up, reach. Exhale, lower your hands, step back. Your choice, down dog or chaturanga. Inhale with grace. Exhale, slide back. Your choice, down dog or pose of a child. Whatever you choose, delight in your breath, permeating you with spirit, with prana, with the life force that sustains everything. Feel your breath. Drinking in the vastness of space. How delicate and intimate can you be with your breath? How exquisite can it be? Inhale, step your feet up. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, bow down. Inhale, bend your knees. Rise on up. Exhale, release. Hands return to your heart center. One more little flow. Inhale, bend your knees. Circle your arms up. Exhale, fold forward, bow down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back. Chaturanga. Inhale, pull through. Relax your lower back. Exhale, ride your breath back. From here, inhale, step your right foot up between your hands. Now, I'd like for you to stomp the heel, steer your right hip to the left, empower your left leg, and then straighten the right knee and reach your arms forward and up. So we're gonna just go back and forth a few times here, bending the right knee, stomp down into the heel, soften your front ribs, and then straightening the front knee. Lift through your back ribs. Bend and extend. Now include the breath. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Once more. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Keep your legs straight. Reach your arms forward. Keep your ears in alignment with the arms. Reach, 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 reach. Then ground your hands to blocks or to the earth. Keep your back heel lifted. Ground your inner right foot. And then pull your right hip bone back in space. Place your right hand across the front of your torso to your left ribs. And every exhale, I want you to just turn the left ribs towards the right leg. Turn the ribs towards the leg. Turn the ribs towards the leg. So you get a little more centered over your right leg. Then replace your right hand back down. Roll up onto both tippy toes. So lift your right heel and slide your right foot back a few inches. So you really feel the entire cylinder of your right leg is lifting up into the pelvis. And then lower the heel down and go down. Fold forward. Walk your hands forward. Breathe delicately. Keep returning to this sacred space that the breath fills within you and all around you. Bend your right knee. Keep your belly upon your thigh and lift your left leg up. Now, on your in-breath, you're going to bend your right knee so you have contact between the belly and the thigh. Yes, that's it. You want to keep that contact. Straighten your left leg completely. Traction the leg out of the hip. And exhale any amount. You could start to straighten your right knee. So you inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, drop your head. Straighten the knee. Inhale, bend. That's it. Exhale, straighten. Two more. Inhale, bend. Reach the left leg long. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Let your hips tilt. Each time you straighten, good. Then step your left foot back and down and fold forward once more. Inner right foot roots, outer right hip pulls back. Inhale deeply. Exhale, bend your knee, ground your hands, step back, downward dog or chaturanga. Inhale, pull through. Exhale, ride your breath back. Inhale, step your left foot up. Pause. Ground your left heel, steer your left hip to the right, straighten your right knee. Now slowly straighten the left leg, keeping the inner foot rooted. Inhale, rise on up. Strong legs. Empower yourself through the strength of your legs. Good. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten, zip the legs up. Exhale, bend. Soften your ribs. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Once more. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten your left leg. Keep your arms in alignment with your ears. Exhale, extend forward. Pull your hips back as you reach your arms forward. Then release your hands down to blocks or the earth. Take a moment to settle. Ground your inner left foot. Steer your left outer hip back. Place your left hand now across your torso to your right ribs and just gently brush the ribs around, centering your torso over your left leg. Do that a few times. It feels good. Little self-massage. And then when you feel like you're nice and level, ground both hands and bow your head. Now, keeping the right heel lifting. So you're starting to roll the buttocks up. I'd like for you to lift the left heel, slide the left foot back a few inches, and feel the left leg, the entire cylinder of the left leg growing taller. So the hips lift higher. Then replace the left heel down and go down. Reach your arms forward. Reach out. Hips pull up and back. Side body arms reach forward. Now bend your left knee. Keep your belly plastered to your thigh. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Extend your right leg from your hip. On your inhalation, bend your left knee. On your exhalation, pump. Inhale, bend the left knee. Exhale, pump the leg towards straight. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, as you pump, let your torso cascade over your leg. 2 more. Inhale, bend. Exhale, pump. Inhale, bend. Keep your head dropped. Exhale, pump. Reach your right foot back. Ground the heel down. And return to Parsvottanasana. Feel the new space. Inner left foot roots. Outer left hip pulls back. Good. Exhale, bend your knee, ground your hands, step back. Downward dog or chaturanga. Inhale. Ride your breath. Exhale. Slither on back. Breathe smoothly in and smoothly out. How delicate can you be with your breath? Feeling the soft and tender touch of your breath, caressing every part of you. This continuous rhythm, presence, moment to moment with you. Moment to moment, nourishing you, inspiring you. Inhale, step your feet up to your palms. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, bow down, fold forward. Inhale, root down and rise. Bend your knees, come on up. Exhale, release your arms, slide your hands back home. Okay, separate your feet. Open it up for Pasarita Padottanasana legs. So arrange your feet parallel to the sides of your mat. Place your hands on your hips and excite your legs. Take a smooth in-breath. Roll your shoulders on your back. Lift and widen your chest and look up. Exhale. Hinge from your hips. Lead with your heart. Go down. Ground your hands in between your feet. Inhale. Elevate your chest. Pull your heart through your arms. Exhale. Fold. Bow down. Let your hips tilt forward. So your spine can freely cascade down to the earth like a waterfall. So your legs in this posture are very powerful. Standing in your own power. Root your outer feet. Lift your kneecaps. And delight in the breath. Permeating every corner with life, with spirit, with vitality. Inhale, raise your head up. Walk your hands over to the right. Turn to the right. So your right toes will now turn out. Angle your left foot in slightly. Reconnect your inner right foot down. Pull your outer right hip back. And then interlace your fingers behind your back and stretch your arms overhead. Keep your inner right foot rooted. Outer right hip glides back. Breathe smoothly in, smoothly out. Inhale, lift your torso just part of the way up. Turn your right toes in. Align your outer feet, once again parallel with the side of your mat, and go down. Breathing as delicately and softly as you possibly can. And if at any point you want to ramp up the breath, if this delicate, soft breathing doesn't resonate with you at any point, you're welcome to play with your breath. Play with this instrument. Make it more intense when you'd like. Cool it down and soften it when you'd like. And just notice how it all affects you. Lift halfway up. Turn to the left. Left toes turn out. Right toes angle in slightly. Ground your inner left foot. Pull your outer left hip back. And go down. Fold. Your shoulders roll away from the mat. Your head, like a ripe melon, just falls, yes, to the earth. Inhale, lift halfway up. Turn your left toes in, right toes forward, and fold forward once again. Inhale, root to rise. Exciting your legs as you come up. And exhale, release your arms. Good, step your feet together. Standing on your own 2 feet, arriving into your own power, your own center. Okay, so if you have a bolster, you may want a bolster to support you for this next little sequence. So you'll take the bolster across the center of your mat. If you don't have a bolster, you're welcome to fold up some blankets like a bolster. And then you'll grab 2 blocks and step in front of your bolster with your blocks framing your feet. Very good. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, head up. Exhale, step your left foot back and lower your left knee down. Now, you're going to straighten your right knee, flex your right foot, spread your right toes. Pull your blocks back a little bit so they're more in alignment with your shoulders. And start to steer your right hip back in space. Simultaneously, blossom the chest. So you're pulling your sternum forward so the side walls of your chest lift up as if you're smiling to the space around you, to the world, to humanity. Soften your eyes. Yeah. Relax your eyebrows. Good. And then perhaps walk your hands forward And lengthen out here. So your torso is like down dog. Pull your right hip back. As you anchor your right heel, there's this isometric action of the right heel pulling back towards your right hip. Inhale, rise on up. Exhale, bend your right knee and lunge forward. So lunge down here. Push your left heel back in space. Bend your right knee forward and lift your chest, opening the front of the left hip. Good. Now rise up onto your right knee and move back. So I want your hips to move back in space so they're more directly over your knee. Push your right thigh skin forward. Take your left thumb to your left gluteal crease. At the inside of the gluteal crease, roll the tissue from the inside out and then lunge forward again. Roll the tissue from the inside out and lunge forward. Relax your lower back and lift up through your low belly. Good. Exhale, release, ground your hands. Inhale, lift your hips up. Exhale, step your right foot back. Lengthen out. Inhale, step your left foot forward. Lower your right knee down. Straighten your left leg and start to pull your left hip bone back. Flex your left foot, spread the line between the toes and have the feeling that you're isometrically pulling the heel back towards the hip as your sternum moves forward in space. So the hips are moving back and the chest is moving forward. There's this positive opposition in the body that frees up these subtle channels of energy. So you can start to perhaps experience these intricate, subtle currents exquisitely pulsating through you, feeding you, nourishing you, washing you, enlivening you. Now, if you'd like, walk your hands forward. So your torso is like a downward dog. Your hips pull back. Your left heel pulls back. Good. Rise on up. Bend your left knee and lunge your hips down. So this first variation, just allow gravity to release the hips. Now, the opposition of gravity is levity. So when you ground down, there's this natural and effortless response of rising up. Yes, so you rise up through the cavity of your chest. Back yourself up and rise onto your left thigh. Push the left thigh skin forward. Take your right thumb to your right gluteal crease and then spin the tissue from the inside out. Now go down. It's as if you're tracking your left knee into a tunnel. Soften your neck, your tongue, your jaw. Feel your eyes recede back into the sockets and play with your breath. How exquisitely soft it can be. How wild and intense it can be. It can be everything. Explore the entire range. Good. And then release. Ground your hands. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, step on back. Now, once again, on your next inhale, step your right foot forward. Lower your left knee down. So you have some choices. If you're called to just lunge, give yourself permission to just lunge. If you're called to just straighten the front knee, give yourself permission to straighten the knee. If you're called to lunge and straighten the knee, start to slide yourself into Hanumanasana. And you can use the support of the bolster or the blankets under your hips. If that's not enough support for you, perhaps you take your blocks and elevate even higher, okay? So when we're supported, we're more willing to let go, right? If you don't feel supported, you contract, you protect, you build walls of safety and security around you. But if you feel supported, then you're more willing to really let yourself be free and let yourself go. So the higher you build up your support, the closer you are. So create as much of a support that you need under your hips if you're experimenting with straightening both of the legs. And then any amount you go down, you start to let go into gravity below the perineum, pulsating roots open, widen downward into the earth. Visualize these roots pulsating, opening downward into the earth. And then naturally, effortlessly, you grow up, embraced by space. Breathe an exquisitely delicate breath. How intimate can it be? Notice any subtle throbbing or pulsing, tingling, and welcome it all. Slowly pull on out of this. Ooh, take your right leg back and step back. Crawl out, however you get out. Crawl, roll, step, walk it out here. Just bending one knee at a time. Swaying your hips side to side. Just feel the fluidity of the body, the water element within the body, cleansing, gushing through. And then inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, right knee down. Remember, you have choices. So you can either just explore the lunge. You could explore one leg straight. You could explore the legs moving away from each other. And whatever you choose to explore, I know for myself, it's helpful to close my eyes when I visualize. Like I'm not that visual of a person. So sometimes it's more helpful for me if I close my eyes, but for you, it might be different. So if you feel called to close your eyes and visualize, please do that. If you don't, just keep your eyes open and just sense into yourself for a moment. Behind the spine is infinity. Below the perineum, pulsating roots open downward into the earth. The heart as wide as a spiraling galaxy. Spine, root, heart. spine, root, heart, spine, root, heart. Become, know the vast space that you are. And then gently release. Slowly come out. Be tender. Step back. And walk it out. Just bending one knee at a time. Reach your arms. And now lower down. So from here, remove your bolster off to the side. Grab one of your blocks and lay on your back. So Hanuman is fierce. Hanuman is a fierce, precocious, wild, committed being. So place your block in between your thighs. So there's so many qualities of Hanuman that might come up within us. There might be this sense of wildness when we practice Hanumanasana, this serenity. There may be a fear of the unknown, as Hanuman really struggled with having to face the unknown and his fears and his doubts about if he was capable of meeting himself in an act of what was seemingly impossible. So there could be fear that comes up. There could be doubt that comes up. There could be joy that comes up when he helps his best friend, Rama. He feels this tremendous joy, this tremendous love, this tremendous devotion. So when we're exploring these different postures, the archetype of the posture and the qualities that that archetype embodies and imbues may start to flood through us. And as yogis, our process is to embrace, to welcome it all, and to free ourselves more, to free our minds and our bodies more and more. So we're willing to really explore unfamiliar terrain, the great mystery, that which is unknown to us, that which is beyond. So with your block at the widest width between your thighs, just hug the block in for a few seconds. And then release. Again, hug the block in for a few seconds. Feel as you hug your thighs into the block, how the back of your pelvis widens. And then relax. A couple more times. Hug in. Relax. Hug in. Relax. And one more time. Hug in. And relax. Move the block off to the side. And now you're going to take one hand to the right thigh. So you're going to bend your knees. Your shins are going to be parallel to the ceiling. You're going to take your right hand to your right thigh. You're going to take your left hand to your left hamstring. So left hand is behind the leg. Right hand is to the right thigh. You're going to push your right hand into your right thigh as you simultaneously push the thigh into the hand. You're going to pull the left hand against the left hamstring as you simultaneously push the hamstring. So there's this push-pull that's happening. So both of your legs are lifted. Okay, let me show you from behind as well. So my left hand is on my left hamstring. My right hand is on my right thigh. I'm pulling on my left thigh, hamstring, as I'm pushing the leg away from me. I'm pushing on my right thigh as the right thigh is pressing towards me. Both knees are bent. Shins are parallel to the floor. So I'll give you one more side view. Right hand on the right thigh, left hand on the left hamstring. So right hand in front, left hand behind. And then create a push-pull. Push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, and relax. Please do that 3 more times. Push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, and relax. Once more. Push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, and relax. Now switch the hands. So now your right hand is to your right hamstring. Your left hand is to your left thigh. Your left thigh is pushing into, your left hand is pushing into your left thigh. Your right hand is pulling into your right hamstring, and your legs are resisting. Breathe. As you resist, 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 and relax and release. Keep going. Left hand pushes into the left thigh. Right hand pulls into the right hamstring. Resist, 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 resist. Release. And once more. Push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, and release. Ground your feet. Grab your block once again. Place it between your thighs and hug the block. So the block is at the widest width between your legs. Yes, squeeze it. Feet are down on the ground. Hug the block. Just feel the back of the pelvis widen. Relax. Once again, hug the block. Notice as you engage the inner thighs, the gentle toning in the perineum, and release. And again, hug the block. Feel the back of the pelvis widen. Release. 2 more times. Hug. Release. Last one. Hug. And release. Straighten your legs to the earth. And arrange yourself in a posture that feels supportive, restful, settled. So make any adjustments. Really take your time to position yourself in the way that you can feel like you can really let go. If that requires some support, some cushions, whatever it requires, position yourself softly upon the earth. Know this space, this spot on the earth that you are located. See it clearly. The environment, the ground beneath you, the space around you. Breathing is inspiration. As we breathe in, we are permeated by spirit, pneuma, prana, this exquisite connection with the divine. As you journey along the path of your in-breath, notice how the breath infuses you with space, infinite space. And as you exhale, your breath returns to the vast space around you, merging with the ocean of infinite space. The stream of the breath merging with the sea of space. This continuous circulation. How soft can you breathe? How delicate this connection with presence, with the eternal, the divine. You are a vessel containing this vast, infinite space. Slowly take your time, reorienting yourself to the outer world, the environment around you, any sounds, any smells, the temperature of the space, the light. You are in continuous response to the environment. Your ears responding to the vibration of sound, your eyes responding to light. Your sense of smell responding to the aromas and fragrances around you. Your skin responding to the temperature. Your internal thermos regulating your body temperature in relationship to the environment. Your lungs regulating the absorption of oxygen and the elimination of CO2. This profound mechanism continuously responding to life. Know how profound this is. Slowly wiggle your fingers and toes. Nod your head any amount side to side if that would feel good. And stretch your arms up and overhead, reaching, moving in any way you delight. Bend your knees. Gently roll to your right side. And slowly, very slowly, rise up to seated. Find a comfortable seat. Gathering your hands. Gently bow your head in remembrance of what you have always known, but the mind has simply forgotten. The essence of this life, the gift, the beauty, and the blessing of it all. Enhancing a profoundness of inner experience so you can impact the world with your own gifts, with your own genius. Namaste.